YouTube, Twitch, all that. And what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to part 6 or the 6th podcast. I did not do one in June. We'll talk about it later when some more people are on if you have questions, but we're here now. Welcome. Also, rocking a new headband. Or the new one.
Still don't see you on YouTube.
You don't? Why is it? Yeah, it's on.
Hold on. I got you.
All right. Also, rocking a new headband. Here, let me get my stuff up. So I always do like a bunch of preparations, but welcome back to the podcast. Mach Won Gaming here, some new gear. If you guys are ever interested in buying, let me know if you see this. And then we have Drew. All right, and then we have Drew. Feel free to introduce yourself, sir.
Yeah, hey everyone. Back for I think this is probably my fifth 5.5 podcast. Glad to be here.
You show up at all, it's good. Even if you show up for 5 minutes, I'm all good with that.
It was basically the case that one time. I think I was there for like half an hour. But
Yeah. You show up at all, it's a whole thing. And it's all well and good. Get everything started. I know, like, the shorts one tends to, like, one thing I've noticed, like, the shorts one, I'm talking live. One thing I've noticed that the shorts ones, like, they throw a bunch of people in. Ooh, no. Ooh. They throw a bunch of people in instantly, and then people start falling off. It's like, because it's shorts. Like, a lot of people aren't really interested from that aspect. But, happy for the view nonetheless. Thank you for showing up at all. I mean,
I'm always interested about like the analytics of channels.
And that's like the funny thing about YouTube is like for instance, I've had a few videos where I forgot to open this. I have a few. Oh, I thought I opened that earlier. I didn't. Yes. I have a few things where a few videos where it will like it'll send it out to a bunch of people. Won't do very well. Then what it will do, like, it'll start getting views, and the views are like slow in the like. So you can tell, like, on YouTube how many times you've shared how many times YouTube itself has, at least not for videos, not for shorts. They used to do it for shorts, but they took that away for some reason. But you can tell how many times that YouTube has shared it, meaning how many times it's put in front of people. When you're scrolling through, how many times people that have at least know your video exists, whether or not they click it.
Right. The impressions.
So, yes. Okay. So yes. So what they'll do, they'll like skyrocket it, like immediately get like not many views unless people actually click on it, and then because like YouTube, they just kind of throw things out. Hello, Vanguard. Welcome. So this is a podcast. If you're into gamer talk, you're in the right place. Hello, K fan. Yeah, like, so sorry if you're just not here expecting gameplay. This is gamer talk. If you're a nerd like we are, you're in the right place. Just in case, more should be showing up, but just in case they don't, you got us. So welcome. This is Drew. I am Mach from Mach Won Gaming. Thank you for showing up at all. So yeah, so just to get it started, let me throw that out there, throw the question out there. What are you currently playing? If you're playing anything. Throw it out to you first, Drew.
Yeah. So just over the weekend, I started playing a game called Everything is Crab. I think it's kind of I don't know if it's necessarily a newer game, but maybe like the past year or so. I think it's a lot of fun. It's kind of like I'm a big animal fan, and then it's like creating your own animal like every time, kind of coming up with new combinations and like evolutionary traits that would be beneficial. Also been playing is it? Oh, a game called Schedule One. It's kind of another early access game. It seemed like it was viral for a bit, but kind of maybe not so much anymore. But yeah, that was a blast. I love like business like games, and you just played until like your money just doesn't mean anything anymore, and
Right.
everyone does your work for you, and you just make it an idol.
Vanguard said, currently on break from doing a quest. What do you mean? So what I'm playing, I'm actually not playing anything right now, but I was. So for the last two podcasts, I wasn't playing anything because just been busy. But I did go through two games. I actually completed two games. The first game was a game called Kunai. It's a Metroidvania game on Metroidvania style game that was on through my Steam. Also, if you have Steam, like hang around, I give away free games all the time. Speaking of which, I need to bring up that so I can inform people about it. So Metroidvania style game, like very low graphics, nothing crazy, nothing major, and I recently finally played through a game called Stray Blade. I actually showcased it on my channel. I actually have a video showcasing that game some time ago. Um, so it's like a 3D Metroidvania style game. It kind of feels like a Souls-like game. It's not quite.
Is that your favorite genre?
I love Metroidvania games. Like I think for the adventure and the exploration, because Metroidvania games they're very rewarding. They're extremely rewarding games.
I have yet to play one actually.
Um, I mean, honestly, like you may have played a Metroidvania style game without even knowing you played it.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm sure there's something. Just can't think of it off the top of my head.
Like if
It's
you've
just
ever
been
played Metroid, any of the Metroidvania style game, I'm trying to think. Um, I mean, commonly, like especially these days, Metroidvania style games tend to be. Oh, I forgot to add it to this. Let me do that right quick so people can have their stuff. Um, Another like a lot of platformers tend to be Metroidvania style games. If you've ever played Castlevania, you know, literally
right.
Metroid and Castlevanias are which I've never played Castlevania, funnily. Um, those are the pioneers of the Metroidvania style. Where is it?
Yeah, I guess like any kind of platformer side scroller kind of becomes that.
Almost. Cause it varies. It's certain things. I'm trying to think of like common ones that people like really like.
Yeah,
And
I'm
right
just
here.
looking at my Steam list right now. I don't think I'm seeing
Put
anything that
this. I'll put
is
it
in
right
that
here for right
category.
now. I actually just bought a bundle that has a bunch of Metroidvania style games. I think I'm gonna do like I'm gonna record a video with that. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna record a video with the Metroidvania style, not like a Metroidvania style video. Tiger, what up? Welcome. Let me move my body out of the way for the long form people. Oh, here. Hey, Tiger. If you're like me, my microphone wasn't connected in the right place.
Oh, can y'all hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What's going on, man?
Nothing much. Just chilling now.
How was your event? I know you said you had an event like before this.
No, what happened was I wasn't feeling too hot, so the missus we decided to postpone it. She went to go work out by herself, so she's like, I need some time by myself. I was like, yeah, go ahead. So I came home, just not feeling the greatest.
Oh, hello, Chammy. Hey guys, this is my first time on the live. Oh well, welcome. Honestly, depending on what you like, Chammy. Sorry, Tiger. Give me 1 second. Depending on what you like, Chammy, like I'm typically a gamer channel, so normally there's gameplay. But on once a month, I like to do just a podcast where we just talk about games. So if you're a nerd like us, just love gaming, you are in the right place. Like, but typically I do gameplay and stuff like that. So I mean, I heard you say one thing, Tiger. You said the missus. Last time I checked, you
Oh yeah,
weren't you weren't married.
yeah.
Oh,
So we actually broke up, and then we became engaged. So I finally got to say that joke. Ha ha ha. It didn't land right. I don't know how to say it right, but yeah, we got engaged, and I'm fully moved in, so I'm over here now.
Nice, nice.
nice. Well, congrats. So yeah, the married life is a fun life. Actually, no, it actually is a fun life. Even if you're in like a
Actually,
yeah, like the way it came out just sounded bad, but it actually is a fun life. You know, like one thing that stands out to me about like being married, or at least being in a very committed relationship where you know you're heading that direction. I used to get when I used to get my hair cut, clearly I don't anymore. Um my barber, I used to talk about like relationship problems with like the women I've been dealing with, whoever I was dealing with. And he'd be like, man, like listening to you makes me happy that I'm in a relationship. I'm married, so I don't have to deal with all that crap. Oh, well, thank you, Chammy. Wait, who is Chammy? Do I know Chammy?
Yeah, I was about to say, Mike, you may need to make another group where, or at least another topic, because single gaming while single, gaming while just girlfriend, boyfriend, relationship, and gaming while married, totally separate things. They're totally different.
Wait, tell me. You mean like? Please elaborate on your statement, if you will.
So, back in the day when we're all single, you could play all types of video games. You may have one controller in your room. You could play for 18 hours, sit on the couch, eat McDonald's, and just not bathe. Just all
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
the good young stuff. And you just don't care and just play and commit to putting 300 hours in a game, first month, like all that good stuff. Relationship gaming, you got to learn how to talk on the phone while playing a game by lying and say, "No, I'm not playing the game right now. What's that clicking sound? Oh, I'm typing. Don't worry about it."
I think you're the best at that, Tiger. I wish there was a
Thank you for
skill or like an
subscribing,
achievement for
Chammy.
that.
There is. It's called "You Can't Feel Guilty for Lying," because after that, you're like, "All right, guys, I gotta go. I feel bad."
Yeah, yeah.
Or the classic, like, "Are you distracted?" No. What did I say? Uh. You're playing that game, aren't you? Yeah, I am.
Is that ADHD brain that you can pull that off?
No, no, I wish. I think it's just skills. I mean, one, they have to, somebody has to be gullible enough to fall for it, which is not the case anymore because social media has ratted us out. So they know all the tricks now. So
Andrea basically catches me every time. So I have to stop the game at any point.
it's like, I'll pause. Oh, that's my favorite too. That's basically relationship and married gaming. Hey, can you come here? I can't pause it. I don't care.
Gosh, I love that. Nah, I do it to my
Oh,
wife all the time. Like, especially, it's like, nah, I'm online. It's like you gotta wait. And then she just stares at you the entire time.
like you
Yeah,
don't
getting
understand. I don't want to lose.
getting them
That's
to
when we're good at
understand like
reading.
ranking, like this means there's imaginary points. I need this. I'm gonna lose 15 off my ELO if I lose.
Hello, Speedy. Thank you for subscribing. See, I'm really good at reading. Oh yeah. Oh, actually, so the question. So one thing I like to do, um, whatever the questions you see on the screen. Also, there's a long form. I know a lot of you guys are joining through shorts. Whatever question you see on the screen, feel free to answer, and I'm gonna try my best to read it out for you guys. Like my goal during these podcasts is to get you guys, the viewer, involved in as much as possible. So feel free to type away. I will make sure to. My goal is to make sure I include you guys. If not, I could just call my friends because actually the panel, I know them personally. I could just call them and we'll just have a conversation. But I want to include you guys in the conversation. So feel free to type away. Just keep it friendly. Just keep it friendly. Drew, going back to you, going back to the initial. Well, first of all, yes, married gaming. Definitely understand. Of course, like I've been married 5 years. Oh, I don't have my ring on, but I've been married 5 years, and yeah, like honestly, I feel guilty when I'm up here like streaming and stuff, and she's, she's with the kids. Um, oh well, thank you. I mean, what makes me good? I mean, please elaborate. I'll take it. But anyways, so going back to you, Drew, we'll start it over. What are you currently playing?
Yeah, I'm currently playing a game called Everything is Crab.
Yeah, actually, I was going to ask you more about it. Please elaborate. What is that about?
Yeah, it is a roguelite. So you basically start off as like a blob and you have one attack, just like headbutt. And then every level you gain, I don't know if you play, what is it? It's like vampire, whatever. What is the name of that?
Well, I know roguelike games, like every time you go back in, the layout changes. Like your character may get upgraded a little bit, but the layout changes and you're kind of building your character as you go from level to level. If it's anything like that.
Yeah, it's not quite that. So yeah, you start off with a blob, you do like headbutts and whatever, and you eat food, whether you're eating meat or fruits that you found. And then it's a very cartoony style, but like as you gain a level, you get three random traits that you get to pick. It could be like, okay, this one's a beak, this one's fur, this one's like wings, and like, okay, the fur gives you like better coldness adaptability. So when you go into the cold climate, you're not necessarily getting hurt as fast, or you can get to a point where you're completely resistant to cold
That's good, Chin.
and you take damage reduction. Like, okay, a beak
Like,
is like a
keep it up.
better attack. It also means you can eat faster, and eating faster means that you gain levels faster when you get close to food. Or it's like, oh, there's a cheek pouch. So when you walk by fruit or any food, you just take it with you as you go, and you eat it like periodically. And then you just kind of keep evolving those traits, and then say like, oh, you evolve your cheek pouch to level 3, so now you get to pick these two between one of these two talents. Like one is if you're eating nearby, animals might be more inclined to become like your pack. Um, or the other one's like, oh, you get more ammo for if you choose to get arms later on, you get to hold on to more ammo to throw rocks at other animals. And it's just every time is like a new experience and new way of playing it. Uh, yeah, it's a great fun. I think I played for like 9 or 10 hours in one day of the weekend.
Yeah, the funny thing is like the roguelike genre, I don't know, maybe like I find it hard for me to play these days. I don't know why. I
Yeah,
guess
you want to like feel like you got somewhere in your progress, but you just
that's
keep playing.
probably it.
I
That-
think you need to play. I think this game is just like it's so quick. You can play the entirety in it in like I don't know, 15 minutes. You
yeah,
can play like
provided.
one level in like 15 minutes, and then yeah, of course you reset. But it's kind of like a new. I don't know. It's fun to do it every time. Just kind of figure out. Okay, this didn't work out well for me, or like you get better luck. Is also another thing.
Mhm. Yeah, like now I played a few. I know one of them is a Mana Spark. Like I had it like for like this Switch. I bought it for like $2. Like Mana Spark is one of them. So I would go through, play it. I would lose, but I unlock some special things that can help me on my quest the next time I go back through, and so on and so forth. Actually, Wizards of Legend. One thing that if you guys ever get into it, let me know because I would love, especially part two. Part one's like not online, but part two is online. Maybe I need to do another video about Wizards of Legend. That's a roguelike game. I actually play that one a lot. I don't know. That's probably why I'm mad at roguelike games because I would get so far just to lose. And the thing is, like, unlike I guess the crab game you were talking about, like the roguelike one, or at least that one, like you could spend like 30, 40 minutes going through the run, provided you do well, going through the entire run just to lose, and then you start over. I'm like, go again. That's probably why I'm mad at it. That's probably why it's hard for me to play.
I mean, have you played Hades?
No, it's definitely
Okay.
on my to-do list to play. I may even have it, but
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
definitely on my
I've
list of
looked
games to
at it.
play.
Yeah, Hades didn't really appeal to me that much, although I know it's very well received. Actually, I don't know, Tiger, you remember the game Evolution that we played, right?
Oh yeah, that was a good board game.
It's kind of like that, but like, yeah, as a video game, and I don't know. Oh, negative. There's mostly negative reviews on this Wizard of Legend.
Really?
Yes,
Part 1 or
it's
2?
Like, ooh.
What's this?
two.
What's it say? I would love to hear. I thought
see,
Wizard of Legend was a great game.
I see 20 mostly negative reviews or under recent reviews, and then all reviews is mixed. Reviews though.
I mean, maybe part 2. Part 2, like, is it 1 or 2? Is it the first one or second one? The first
Second
one.
one.
Okay, the second one probably. Um, like part 1, I felt like Wizard of Legend 1 was really good. Which made me like want to play it a lot. Honestly, truth be told, it's hard for me to go back and play it because I dated someone at the time and we played it a lot.
Oh,
So it's a little tough. And no, they're not. Of course, needless to say, they're not the one I married. And then like part 2 came out. They upgraded a lot of things. It plays very similar to part 1. They upgraded a lot of things. I'll be honest, I haven't spent too much time. Maybe I spent 2 or 3 hours on it, which if you're a gamer, spending 2 or 3 hours in a game is not very long at all. So for anybody wondering. So Tiger, what are you currently playing, sir?
Well, segue into what we talked about earlier. I'm finding out that because my PS5, I was like, well, since I'm coming over, I can get back into gaming since I don't have to do all this driving and talking back and forth. So found out I need to buy two PS5 controllers because my old one broke because I got to get into co-op games now because she's like, I want to play video games with you. And I'm like, one hand is like, you want to go, yay. And the other hand, you're like, oh, crap. Because now, basically, if you're playing a game, it's not like, hey, get off the game, come spend time. It's, hey, I want to play your game, which leads into like, hey, where's my games at? I want to play my game now. And it's like, oh, so we're figuring out that balance. But been getting back into co-op games. I've helped her play Astro Boy, which is the
Oh,
tech demo for PS5. It's so good
I have to
for
play
some
it.
reason, which is weird.
Yeah, I need to
Can
play
it
it.
even be considered a demo?
Thank you,
It
Speedy.
feels like
I appreciate
its
you
own
subscribing,
full-fledged
Speedy.
game with the amount of like reception it had.
Feel free to answer any of the
Oh yeah,
questions. Feel
yeah.
free to
It's
chime
basically
in
its own
anytime
game.
you
I
feel
just say
like.
demo because it's one of the few games that really utilize the PS5 controller to its full potential. Like you do everything with it. But I might buy her Astrobot, the actual next game that came out. We've been playing like Jackbox games, so you would love this, Drew. She loves what's that horror one? She loved it.
Like Trivia Murder Party.
Yes, she loved it. And she's like freaking out laughing. And if you just play two people, it's crazy. I didn't realize that you can't even get to the final round if y'all like die too fast. I was like, what? So she's been
Yeah,
having a blast with that. So
yeah, that's one of the
uh
few Jackbox games that you can play two-player, I'd say.
yeah, so she's been getting back into Jackbox. And then lastly, when we're in Alaska, I stopped by this random like just vintage game shop and I was like, oh, I'm looking at board games. I was like, you know what? There's a game I played at a comic convention so long ago. She helped me find it. I think we're gonna start learning how to play Smash Up if y'all ever played that.
Mashup?
Mm-hmm.
I've heard of it.
It's basically like, let's say, long story short, card game that has a whole bunch of factions, like simple, it's simple, like robots, zombies, magicians, whatever. And you take the theme deck, which is like maybe 15, 20 cards, you smash them together, and then you make a new deck, and then you play against people like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
it's
it's interesting. I might bring it over, let y'all test ride and play it. It's pretty interesting.
so it's like, are you familiar with like drafts and card games?
Yes, it's like that. So
Okay.
technically, the way I've seen people play is they have like the expansion with like 20 decks, and then you take turns picking the decks, and the decks excel at one thing. Either it be like aggression, defense, drawing cards, disruption. It's pretty cool.
So kind of like Magic the Gathering.
It's like Magic, but instead of fighting each other head on, you have bases essentially, and basically each of your cards have points, and each of the bases give you like I don't know, so like okay, well let's just say stats. So like just normal, keep it simple. They have stats, and then those translate
Hey,
into the
thank you,
total
kids.
amount of
SV,
stats
I
that the base is,
appreciate
and they
it.
call it
Thank you
breaking.
for coming
So
back.
basically, once there's like 20 total stat points on that base, depending on who has the most
Hello,
stat
Paulo.
points, you get certain
Roblox lobby
values,
is
and those
pretty
are
easy on
how you win
mobile.
the game. So you get 7
Is
base
it?
points, whatever, then you win the
Yeah.
game. So now you're trying to disrupt each other. You're trying to play it good. Like, okay, I don't want to break the base. That's what they call it. Break the base too early. I want to set it up. I want you to think you do it, and then I'm gonna make this play, steal this base from you. So it's actually a pretty strategic, but pretty simple. And I think they do have a client on Steam that if y'all want to play, y'all can check it out. I haven't tried it yet, but pretty dope though. That's what we've been playing. So mostly it's been co-op gaming with the missus.
Let me see. If I can give you some, I'm trying to think if I can give you any suggestions. I mean, I can't think of any at the moment. In co-op gaming
Well, I'm trying
suggestions.
to get her coordination up so we can start playing like It Takes Two and like those like acclaimed games that came out, but I got to get her dexterity up.
I mean, that game's like made for couples.
Yeah, made for couples and start fighting. What are you doing? Oh my God. Like I've seen it all. I'm like, all right, I'm not going through that. We're going to train first.
Did we talk about that one game that's like another like a recent co-op game that's pretty highly claimed where
Yeah,
it's like,
it just came
oh
out.
yeah,
It's
you
very
talked
similar to
about
that.
it.
Yeah,
That's
it's
right.
like something story or fan. I don't know, something weird like that. But yeah,
Yeah,
I know what you're
yeah,
talking
about like two authors and they like different genres.
Yep, that's gonna be my next thing. So I'm gonna get her all that, and then we're gonna probably make a day throughout the week to, come home and play stuff together. So
I mean, I think Snipper Clips is a good, easy
Yeah,
one. I think you
yeah.
played that one probably.
I haven't played
Snapper
it, but I
Clip.
know of it. It's like one of the early Switch games,
Yeah,
like
Oh,
early
she
like
would love it.
Switch One
Anything cute?
games.
Yes.
yeah, it's a really cutesy game.
Okay. I have to write this down actually.
You
Is it
know,
free?
Uh,
it should be cheap.
it's got to be really cheap now.
Yeah, like it's
Okay.
easily a 10-year-old game. I mean, it's Nintendo,
Okay.
but it's not like a main Nintendo IP.
It was like a Switch launch title, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
PSP.
Y'all speaking my language. I love to hear it. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Let's see, what's that other one?
Um,
You gotta play
sorry.
Gauntlet Dark Legacy.
Oh
Nah, we're
gosh, I
not going
love that
that
game.
route. We're not going that route.
Yeah, nah,
They
like
did.
no, yeah. Based
They
on like
did.
where you are, based on where you told me you are in her process, that is too much for her. Maybe the early levels, but then you gotta get good later. Like you gotta be good later. Even if you're high level, you still gotta be good later in that game.
Yeah,
I
and
saw
it's
somebody do
long.
Yeah, it's a long
I saw
game.
somebody do a breakdown of that game and like because there's an arcade version and they basically said that the amount of money you would spend at an arcade to beat the game is about the money it would cost to buy the game when it was new.
Oh, that YouTube channel, right? That breaks down like arcade games.
It must be the same one. I can't imagine that being a hot topic.
Yeah, I like watching that guy. I was watching him for a minute. It was interesting with how he broke that down. I saw that episode too.
Yeah, I think it was like $36 for arcade or whatever, and like $40 MSRP. But yeah,
Um,
my brother and I played that for hours and hours and hours.
yeah, like I remember like what got me into that one because I never played the original Gauntlet on like Nintendo or like the earlier systems. So I played Gauntlet for the 64, which was right up my alley because I have a bunch of brothers. So like we played that, we destroyed that game. I was in the beginning, I was disappointed with Gauntlet Dark Legacy because it was practically a rehash of Gauntlet, but they expanded upon it a lot.
See,
So
yeah, I didn't play the 64 version, but we tried playing the NES version, like really hoping that I don't know why we went from Gauntlet, Dark Legacy, did that one, and
oh
it
yeah.
was so hard. It's like we know what to do, but just doing it was a whole nother thing.
Yeah, nah,
Wouldn't
like
do that.
it's so hard. Like when you play like the later games to go back to the original ones, like in that, it is so hard to do. It's really difficult.
Yeah,
Um,
such a jump. Even though it's
so
basically the same concept.
yeah. So for me, so I'm not playing anything currently. I feel like I'm about to actually. I think I am. I don't know how I feel about the game. I don't know if I like it or not. Actually, I just started playing this game. What is it called? Bring up my Steam, see like recent games I played. So, so unlike my last two podcasts, I actually have been gaming a little more. And I played. Okay, so that's the name of the game. So I played. I completed for the most part. I completed this game called Kunai. It's a Metroidvania style game, platformer, adventure. I love my Metroidvanias, and I'll expand upon that in a moment. If you guys don't know what Metroidvania is, I have a video. Check my video. Maybe I'll drop a video in the chat. Um, I also completed Stray Blade. The game, I actually showed that game on my channel, Stray Blade, and it's like a 3D Metroidvania. It kind of feels like a Souls game, but it's not as good as a Souls game. But yeah, I mean, and the reason I say it's a Metroidvania because it was part of a bundle that I bought that were all Metroidvania style games. So yeah, and then I just started playing this game called Dungeons of Aether. The main reason I started playing it, one is it's like a quick RPG, and literally it's only 100 gigs of RAM. I mean 100 gigs, 100 megs, not gigs. Sorry, 100 megs of memory. Like it's a really small game to download it in like 5 seconds. It's simple. It's like it's like a mini strategy RPG. It's not a strategy RPG. It's like a kind of mini RPG, but it has like a lot of strategy and thinking involved in it. I'm not sure how I feel about it though. It might be far too simple for me these days. I don't know. So that's something I've started playing. I don't know if I'm
Do
gonna
you
finish it or not.
do you vet your games before you try them on stream?
No. Well, no. um So a lot of the videos I like to do, I like to just like I only vet them as far as can I show it. Like if it's a game, like for instance, I was just watching someone else's stream earlier today. They were playing Saints Row 4.
Mm.
And what I kept hearing them say over and over and over again in the chat expanding upon it was, hey, like I can increase the size of my breast. Oh, there's like full nudity in this game. So like I'll vet it that far so I don't get canceled. But yeah, that's about as far as I go. Like, I like to do videos where I get first impressions. And I guess as far as the vetting, does it seem like I'm going to enjoy the game? Like maybe I'll enjoy the game, maybe not. And then outside of that, I have my Wheel of Games videos where I spin a wheel. And I have over 900 Steam games. I spin a wheel, and whatever the wheel pops up. Actually, I've changed the format, which I'm about to do another Wheel of Games video very soon. I spin a wheel. I choose 5 games. I spin for 5 games. I choose one of those 5 games. I play that game, and I let you guys choose. So be on the lookout for the next Wheel of Games video. If you subscribe, you get to be part of the post. I post a poll, so you guys get to vote for what game I play next. So I plan on doing the Wheel of Games video very soon. I just did a VR one, and I just dropped a video called The Seventh Guest. It's a VR game. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. So yeah, I just like to like throw random things. One thing is like it's very hard to like figure out what to put on the channel. The funny thing is, at one point I'm like, oh man, I have so many things I need to record. I did all of it. except for one thing, which I'm still up in the air. But yeah, I did everything. I did everything that like I wanted to do. It's like, oh, okay, now I got to figure out something new.
I mean, do you try to jump on trends, or you just want to play what you like?
So trends, no. Um, Unless it's something I'm personally interested in myself. Like for example, Star Fox just came out.
Right.
I've been wanting to do a Star Fox like 64 video for a while. I did it. I wanted to talk about the new Star Fox. I did it. I played the demo. Do I want to buy the game? I don't know. I really don't think I do. And I was hoping Alex will pop one and he bought it physically so I could borrow it from him. um, that way I could put it up here without spending money because I really don't want to buy it. But the thing is, Star Fox, this new Star Fox that just came out, like besides a graphic upgrade, it's almost exact an audio upgrade. It's almost one for one, almost exactly like the 1064. I don't know if I want to pay for that again.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Like if it was like they added something else, they added more post game content. They added challenges and missions and multiplayer, online multiplayer. So that's a cool reason to buy. But the game itself is the same thing. It's like I'm thinking about Star Fox Zero that came out on the Wii U, which I'm still championing that Star Fox Zero. At least with that game, once you beat a level, you can actually go back to the level directly. If I remember right. With this one, literally, it's just like Star Fox 64. You start from the first level. Whatever level you go to is based on what you do in the level, like 1-to-1. Um, but another reason I don't do trends, like there's the video game YouTubers heavily saturated,
Yeah,
and the more popular channels are going to come first. Why come to me when you come to your favorite YouTuber and not some nobody that you've never seen before? So now, mind you, a lot of people who have come into my streams like, yo, you seem really chill. Thank you. Like, honestly, I'm enjoying myself just hanging out your stream. But then, like, you have to get there. It's kind of like how I felt like when I was dating before I was married. It's like I'm the type of person that you have to, like, if you see me, you're not interested. But once you get to know me and once you talk to me, it's like, oh, like, I really like this person.
there's Did you see this game called Mecha Chameleon that's been looks like it's going pretty viral?
No, I have not. Let me check it out. Let's see what it's about.
It's like prop hunt, but you don't become an item; you paint yourself.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Did you see the clip about the guy he disguised himself as genitalia, and they were they were laughing? Oh, that was a funny game. I want to play stuff like that. I just don't have time, man.
Like I really loved prop hunt back when like it was big, but I haven't played it since it was big. I mean, I'm also not good at art, so but you can kind of get away with that.
Yeah, did you see the one clip too where it's like four or five of them disguise themselves into like one prop, and they're like, "No way!" and they all just scattered like roaches. I was like, "Yo, the commitment and the time to paint perfectly to blend in like that." I was like, "That's insane."
Yeah, I mean, I've only watched like one group that played it, but the one guy he's really good at like 3D modeling, so he kind of just like knew, okay, I'm not gonna make the color exactly. I'm gonna like, kind of like shade it a little bit and like give some kind of like depth to it. And it just looks like identical. Like he made himself like the face of a cow without any like going completely undetected.
Yeah, I bet that's frustrating too. I've never played prop hunt, but looking for people, like I see like the prop hunt videos. So that seems just so damn frustrating that you walk by somebody and then like I think that's prop hunt where they start whistling after a while and then you can drop like the stun. But I was like, I can't do. My nerves would be bad.
Oh, that's the fun part when you just you're the person's just right next to you and trying to blend in.
I wonder why they don't make a game like that, like based around prop hunt, but it's like hide and seek or something. That would be dope. Just very simple. Like you hide, and you got to get to one end of the level to the other without getting caught or something. Very simple premise, but it'd be a dope game. I mean, maybe you can make it on Roblox.
I mean, I'm sure it's been done.
It's an idea.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I know something similar to that they do in Call of Duty, where they have this prop game and like you hire as a prop and they have to kind of like tag you or shoot at you. Because this is one guy on that I see from time to time on Facebook. That's his main premise for his channel, where he just plays the prop game and he's hiding as a prop, and it's kind of funny seeing the people run by, even though he's like right there in plain sight. And what they do after a while, they make a whistling noise to kind of target like where you are, and then like it kind of leads people towards you, but it depends on how well you've hidden. Some people, they'll just shoot at everything because that's the name of that's the gist of the game. They just, hey, let me shoot at this random. Like you could be anything. Like you could be a sign, a tire, like a picture frame. It's actually really cool. Like, and they do it in Call of Duty. So I don't know if that's something you were talking about, Tiger.
Yeah, we were kind of talking about. I didn't know if it was the same game. I've never played it, but I've seen it. But what I was kind of thinking, like, hear me out. So, idea somebody can steal it, because you know how they have Dead by Daylight, like they have asymmetrical like games where basically there's a hunter and then there's the hunted, right?
Mhm.
And it's always like, I find you, you got to do something, but I'm gonna find you and get rid of you, basically. Why don't they make a game where it can still be asymmetrical, but you just get from point A to point B and you don't do anything. You just stay out of hide, and then I guess there's multiple layers. So let's say there's three continuous levels, and when so many people make it or whatever, the level opens up. So it's like that's your indication, like, oh, somebody made it. That way it keeps people from like waiting in one area, but you have to build in such a way that, campers and all that crap, but you just make it from point A to point B to point C to get out, and all you do is hide and stuff, but you don't have to do anything. I think that'd be a fun game. Basically, it's hide and seek. I've always like, if I was a game developer, I would make that because it's so simple and it's so satisfying. Make the asymmetrical OP. I don't know if you want to give people abilities or whatever, but just make them go from point A to point D without doing a quote unquote objective. Because those games they got old now for me, like Dead by Daylight and stuff like. It just gets old because like I got to do this thing when people know the meta. It's like you can't really do it unless you're play with a dedicated team or you're just that good, and then it just gets cheap after a while. But if you just go point A, almost like Left 4 Dead, you get from point A to point B. Just don't get died by zombies, and you have to make it there. Then the objective at the end, I think that's okay. But just basically, I'm looking for you. You hide. You got to make it past me. Simple. That's it.
Well, I guess it was like that Friday the 13th game that almost sounds like that.
Yes and no, but you still had to do objectives. That was the only bad part. You still had to do stuff, but it
Right.
was so big that for the most part, you could just get out. And it was made well enough to where it didn't feel that bad, and Jason was overpowered. So it was more like an arcade game. Like you didn't really expect to get out unless you were just that good or Jason was that bad. So it was more comical than anything.
I think balancing asymmetrical games is very difficult.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
man, make it a rope. Make it. Just hide and go seek, point A to point B. It's best. It'd be one of the best games, I promise, hands down.
I think that's another thing is like, making games. When you make games, are you making games for yourself or are you making games that other people like? I find I'm also often just wanting to make something that I wish I had, and whether or not that's a good thing or not, I guess it really depends.
I mean, even when creating content, like that's something I have to think about as well. It's like, oh, I think I would like this video. I would watch this video. Well, I mean, it's not about you, homie.
Exactly. I mean, but then again, I guess we're not big developers or big content creators, so it's like, maybe it would go very well if our audience was bigger, but
One day at a time, one day at a time. Welcome. If it's your first time here, please subscribe to the channel. Feel free to join in the conversation. Feel free to chime in. I'm gonna try my best to like read out your comments. All right, so we're gonna move on. That's the last question. So we're gonna move on. Next question. So, we tend to be old heads when we talk in this. Honestly, I enjoy that, and that's kind of going to be a topic. I feel like that's going to be a topic of conversation maybe later on. But next question: is there any game that you're looking forward to that has already been announced? It's been announced, like you see it, you're looking forward to it. Is there any game that you feel, say, hey, like that game's coming out, I really want to play it? You may not buy it. Whether or not you buy it is one thing, but it's like, you're kind of excited about it.
I hate to say it, but I'm gonna be cliche. GTA 6, I think it's just funny. All the news that's coming out about it. Like that thing's gonna be what, $150, 300 gigs. I was like, dude, that can't be real. No way.
They announced that price point.
I think so. Yeah, I've been hearing about it and seeing about it. They said 150.
Wow.
Fact check me, please. Fact check me, because I didn't fact check myself, honestly.
All right, hold on.
But I heard it's going to be about 300 gigs. And it's going to be $150.
Yeah.
It says $80 for standard, $100 for ultimate, which is still like the biggest, most expensive game I've heard of.
Oh,
Especially
see,
like
I
on
was
console.
wrong. I fell for social media. I'm getting old now.
I mean, I guess if you buy both versions for whatever reason.
But is the size? Is it going to be 300 gigs?
Oh, I looked at size. Yeah, it says $150 figure was largely driven by community rumors. But yeah, it says 200 to 250 gigs. But
That's still a lot.
they haven't officially confirmed.
Okay. Well, maybe we need a segment debunking game myths with Drew.
That'd be a fun one.
Just quick Google searches.
That'd be a real fun one.
Don't let them know.
And
Yeah, I guess I'll also be another cliche and say the new Pokemon game is something I'm looking forward to, as every Pokemon game ever released, basically, for me.
which one?
Wind and Waves is what it's called.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that. That has been
The
announced.
Gen 10.
Yeah.
Pokemon stand till I die at this point.
Yeah, for me, like I think at minimum I've committed myself to playing like at least the mainline titles. Like I played everyone. Like I was a little slow on the last generation. I think I played it a year after it came out. But yeah, I think I played it live too. But yeah, so yeah, I can't say I'm looking forward to it, but I will play it. I definitely will play it at some point, whether it's a year later or not. I'm definitely going to play it.
Have you seen the trailer for it?
I feel like I don't know if I saw a trailer or a teaser. I feel like I've at least heard about it. I don't know if it's a trailer or a teaser because they haven't talked about it in a while. Like it hasn't shown up.
I mean, I think it's the teaser because there wasn't really. I mean, it's a lot of the disclaimers of like this is not actual gameplay footage, but it looks beautiful. Like I'm really hoping it is what it looks to be, and that they make up for all their criticism and graphics.
Here's hoping. Like Nintendo's been extremely lazy, but like honestly, I have to throw that. I have to throw it out there that like honestly, I feel like gaming in general has been a little lazy, and maybe that's something I'll come back to later. So I'll play that. Me, Star Fox would have been it. Like I was hyped for it. I was excited for it. Did a few videos on it. Ocarina of Time remake. I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah. Yeah. So like I just played through on my Friday streams. I just played through the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time not too long ago. And they're doing a full remake. So not just a remaster for anyone that doesn't know the difference, but like yeah, just a straight up remake, overhaul of graphics, maybe even add something to the story. Hopefully they do a better job with that than they did with Star Fox. Just hoping. Like I said, just the fact that like Star Fox was just straight 1-to-1 kind of turned me off. Like there's like nothing extra. Like there's almost exactly nothing extra. Like cutscenes, blah blah blah. I mean, there were cutscenes. The cutscenes look way better now. But man, like it's straight one. Like that really broke me. Like I was watching someone else's stream, and they had been streaming it for like hours, so I was able to go back and click different parts in the stream. I was like, okay, what does this part look like? Let me find it. It's like, oh, it looks like the exact same thing happened. Okay, let me go to this part. Oh, the exact same thing happened. Wait. What about when you do like the hard thing all the way through the hard route? Oh, the exact same thing happens. Like, wow, I even watched a review like a day or two ago. And he even points out in the review, hey, like, I hope you understand, like, I didn't do a spoiler warning, but literally, if you played Star Fox 64, you played this game. I was like, oh, yeah. I mean, it was like, he's right. Like, it's exactly 1-to-1. It's like, okay. So hopefully, Ocarina did do much better on Ocarina of Time.
What would you have wanted Star Fox, the new one, to do?
Honestly, like what I would want them to do, they did. They literally did in Star Fox Zero. I don't know if you've ever played. Have you played Star Fox Zero?
No, I barely had a Wii U.
And that's probably I don't know why they
That
just
sounds
didn't
like
redo
shade. I barely had a Wii U. Like, who the hell has a Wii U?
I got it so much later on, and I only got it for WarioWare.
Oh yeah, nah. I think if Nintendo did better marketing on the Wii U, because a lot of the Wii U games were really fun. Like even their flagship title, Nintendo Land, that was a really fun party game.
That game looked like it was a lot of fun.
Like Tiger's been over and played it. We played it. That was a really fun party game. But yeah, like what Star Fox should have been, they legit already did it in Star Fox Zero. Yes, you go through the same worlds, but you go to Corneria, the first level, you go there. Well, guess what? You did it, but guess what? Now there's an added segment where your ship turns into like this walking ship that they got from Star Fox 2 that never released in America. Now they got this walking ship and you have to do individual missions on Canaria. Like they added more to it. Even like some of the later missions, like it was like some stealth missions where you had to go in and do certain things on the same levels that we've like visited before.
Star Fox Zero?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like honestly, well, I'm not saying you should go buy it. Honestly, if you want to borrow it and check it out, I'll let you borrow it. Like it's not like I play my Wii U. Like I may go back and touch on it or something, but I don't know. But yeah, what I wanted the new Star Fox to be, they already did. If they remade Star Fox, well, actually that would have been lame. That would have been horrible if they redid Star Fox Zero. But they already did it. Like Star Fox, I felt like I'm still championing Star Fox Zero over Star Fox, the recent Star Fox game, because it was more to do. Like even the boss, like gosh, like the game is literally 1-to-1. If you played Star Fox 64, you played the new Star Fox game.
Yeah,
okay, so
I would say. Well, oh, sorry. Go ahead, Drew.
I was just gonna say, so you really like Zero, and then you saw the release, I guess remaster, remake, and like, all right, they're gonna do something even better.
Not I can't really say I had any high expectations. On like I feel like for me, I saw the gameplay, I saw the teaser, I saw some of the videos they did on it, and I was hoping they were hiding something.
Mm.
It was more so like this can't be it. This can't be it.
Like a new game plus or something, like some other
like
branching.
Yeah, like maybe they added a new route or something. Like even if they did that much, that would have been cool. But they didn't. I'm like, wait, what? Like, and I guess
Yeah,
what made it even harder for me is because I just played through Star Fox 64, like for a video, and I'm like, okay, so I have an idea, and here's Star Fox. It's like, oh, it's the same thing. Oh, okay, all right.
I think what I'm looking for is for the same thing with the Legends of the Ocarina of Time. I would get it and play it, but there's some games like I don't know if y'all play like the Master. I forget what it's called, Master something, Master Quest on GameCube, where they remixed it, so it was still the same quest. They just made it harder. So certain puzzles, you're like, whoa, what? And then you
Yeah,
had to do
hey
certain
Derek,
things.
I
It's
hear
like,
you,
oh, yo, this was harder than I thought it'd
and
be.
that's to
I've
see as
done this,
well.
but so for Star Fox, I would got it. Let's say, you go to the mission like Macbeth, where you got to shoot that little switch and the guy in the train. But what if in the remix version of it, or let's say just how they remade it, is you're shooting a switch and he's like, oh, that's not going to work this time. And then you play like a different segment. Or
Mm,
like the first boss, you're going through the archers and Falco's like, oh, yeah, you can't do that this time. You got to do XYZ on this other planet before I'm going to respect you. Like just something different. You're like, oh, whoa, what? That's not right. And just get you enough to change it. And then you don't have to redo the whole thing. Just add little things to make it different. Or
mm,
even let's say the sun planet, you're flying through there and you're burning, that was a big thing. You fight the snake, what if like the newer version is like, oh, like, wait, why can't I get through the level? My Arwing is burning up and I'm dying actually. It's like, well, if you actually go to the submarine level and you get this water thing or something, then it transfers
oh,
over. Like, that'd be cool.
that would be
It's like,
awesome.
oh, okay, it's a spin on it, but it's still the same game. But they make it harder. It's just unique. Or a boss comes in, he's like, oh, you think you fighting this boss? Or like Bill, you're flying around shooting that mothership, and Bill's like, we did it. And then he's like, oh crap. And then like a bigger one shows up. You're like, oh, bet, let's do it. Something like that. Hopefully they do that with Ocarina of Time, where they remix it enough to where it feels like you're playing a totally different game, but you know the story. But it's so different enough you want to keep going through it to see what else they changed.
I think that'd be hard to pull off though.
No, I mean Resident Evil did it with the remake on GameCube. They pulled it off.
And also, even that Final Fantasy 7, that remake is like completely left field from like I haven't even. I'm about to play through Final Fantasy very soon. One of my live streams. I'll probably be on it for months. but but yeah, Final Fantasy did it. Yes, they touched on the original stuff. Like I've at least gotten, at least like as far as I've gotten in Final Fantasy 7, that was the entire remake of Final Fantasy, and then they switched things up that didn't happen in the original game. So, like for instance, like say Sephiroth. If you know Final Fantasy 7, you know Sephiroth.
Right.
The thing is, you had a hint at Sephiroth in that game, but you never encountered them until after you left a certain area. Well, the thing is, all of Final Fantasy 7 remake was that first area, Midgard, like the slums and all that. That's the entire remake, or at least the first one. And then Sephiroth shows up. It's like, wait, whoa. And I think that's a left field thing to the Final Fantasy 7 fans. And not to mention, they even changed up the gameplay completely. The only thing they kept the same, kind of, is the story. They switched up the gameplay. It wasn't just a turn-based RPG. Now it's more of an action RPG. And then they switched up the story. They did a whole lot to that is completely unrecognizable from the original game. I haven't played the later games. Alex could probably tell you because I believe he went through it. I think he was talking about how he played that game. And then like I feel like I've seen clips where someone who died in the past didn't die in the remake, or they brought him back to life in the remake, who was a fan favorite. So I was like, okay, like I still need to touch on like the original Final Fantasy 7 and like completely go through it. Every time I play, I get to a certain part and then I stop playing it for some reason. But yeah, like something like that. And even in the Resident Evil remakes, like Tiger said, in the Resident Evil remake games, like thinking about off the top of my head, I'm looking at Resident Evil 2, the remake. Similar story, they changed things. Even so much so that you can go online, look at, the reactions from like prominent streamers when Mr. Q, is that his name? I believe that's his name, Mr. Q. Like he like comes from under a plane, like under like this helicopter that crashed, where he didn't like you didn't get that same response in the original. So like they I just feel that Nintendo got extremely lazy with this Star Fox. They got extremely lazy. They changed absolutely nothing as far as the story.
Yeah, and I would say Drew, Metal Gear Solid did it from the PS1. Again, Nintendo to the GameCube version, same game, but then they added just a couple things to keep it fresh. And it's like, yo, I mean, they did it with Pokemon. Heart Soul, Soul Silver, Fire Red, Leaf Green, they did just enough to
That's
cater
true.
to old school fans, but then they added a couple things so it's fresh. That's I think that's what Star Fox needed, and it just didn't get it. They just got better graphics, and it's like that's cool, but you you could have did it. It's not well, I can't say it's not the hard. I'm not a developer,
Yeah, yeah.
but if you put enough love into it, just slight changes is enough to make it good, like a good remake.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, I think that's a perfect example. I think that's a, I want a better adjective than perfect. But yeah, like Pokemon Red and Blue, before Yellow wasn't even a thing, I played that game up and down. Yellow came out, and then the slight story changes was enough to make me want to play that game up and down. Uh, of course, and they did that with every iteration of Pokemon up until a certain point before DLC became a thing, as I'm sure you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, I
Would
just
you play the new Ocarina of Time on your channel now that you've already done on N64?
yeah. I mean, so that game, and maybe this is where this is probably where it kind of is similar to Alex, where he was just a diehard fan of Star Fox. I'm hoping they do some changes, but Ocarina of Time, that's my favorite Zelda game. In a series that has like 20, 30 titles, that one's my number one. So yes, I would definitely do it. I mean, I've done it before with Super Mario RPG. Super Mario RPG, there was some slight changes, but there was Super Mario RPG was my favorite game forever. They actually remade it like 2 years ago. Like honestly, the best video on my channel is about Super Mario RPG, and I played it live like for everyone, and I played through it. Slight changes, music changes. They changed the battle. Like it's still a turn-based RPG, but they added like slight tweaks to the battling system. They added post-game content, which wasn't there before. Small things like so it was almost one-to-one, except for the small changes that they made. For me, that's enough. That's enough for it, like to be like, okay, boom, it's the game I love with a little more.
Yeah, I didn't realize you did both versions.
Oh, Super Mario. I didn't. I started playing Super Mario RPG, the original, on my channel as like episodic. I got like halfway through the game, and then the other game came out, and I stopped it.
Yeah, right.
But I did do the remake live. I did the entire remake live on my channel.
Actually, you know what else is a really good remake that I don't well it got love, but it kind of died. Super Mario 64, the one that came out on DS. That
was
was
good.
really I was impressed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, they did so much with that. I was like, damn, they didn't even think you could really like flesh it out this much. I'm like, wow, oh, okay.
Yeah.
They didn't need to do the mini games, but they were a lot of fun.
Yeah, they took a great game, and I think that's my qualms with gaming today. Like that didn't take much. Like it didn't take much to take that game and redo it, add a little more. Oh, hey, let me add 3 characters who play similarly, and a few mini games, and boom, it's the same game. I think they added like 30 stars as well. I think it went to 150 from 120.
Yeah,
And
150.
but yeah, like something like that. Like it doesn't. You don't have to like. At least for me, in my opinion, you don't have to completely overhaul the thing. People want it for nostalgia, and if it's not nostalgia, if you're brand new to the series, well, here, this is the game that was hot 25 years ago. So if you're a first time Star Fox player, have at it, you know. But yeah, so yeah, Super Mario 64 is another great example. Trying to think of other ones. Like there was some pretty good ones.
I'm pretty sure there's tons more remakes that
Yeah.
we're missing, but I just can't think of them.
Yeah, Alex would love to be part of this conversation, something modern.
Yeah.
Keep talking about it. He might will himself into it.
But yeah, so I'm trying to think, is there anything else that's been announced I'm looking? So I was looking forward to the new Steam machine. But I think like I think from what I've heard, I didn't read them myself. I just watched the people who did read them or claims they read them. You know, like for me, like Steam machine would have been cool on my channel because having my computer, like playing the games off my computer and recording is very taxing on my computer. But if I had like a dedicated system that played it for me, and then all I had to do was record like console. Whenever I record through console, it's really easy. Like it's not very taxing at all. I don't feel like my computer's gonna catch on fire. But the Steam machine, I was kind of looking forward to it. It's like, okay, boom, I have a dedicated thing for all the Steam games I play. And then like they dropped the price. You know, I was expecting like 600, 700, 800. Like the smallest one is like $1,100, like $1,200.
Mm.
It's like, wait, what? It's like, and reason being because AI jacked the prices up on RAM.
Yeah, RAM and the graphics card, I'm assuming.
Yeah. So there's that. I was like, okay. So I was looking forward to that. I think is there any new games? I know a Nintendo Direct just came out. Actually, let me see. I wrote a bunch of things down. And Nintendo, like about a bunch of things. I still have to do my follow-up video. I actually have a list. Boom. Like I didn't realize how prepared I was. So the latest Nintendo Direct did it.
I mean, new Splatoon.
Is it a new Splatoon or is it just like a DLC for Splatoon 3?
Oh, I have no idea. I just see Splatoon Raiders. I didn't even play either one of them.
It's a quirky game. It's definitely quirky. It's a really quirky game. You know, it's a different take on the first person. Well, it's a third person shooter game, but it's definitely a different take on the shooter genre.
Never been good at shooter games.
Actually, if they can do it right, Switch Sports Resort.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, like that. If it's anything like Wii Sports, like anything at all like Wii Sports, I mean, I don't know if the hype has died though. Like Wii Sports was phenomenal. Like that was really fun.
You mean the Switch one that came out like 2 or 3 years ago?
No, the original Wii Sports when it had Nintendo Wii.
Right, you were saying about the other one though.
Oh, Switch Sports Resort.
Yeah.
So I think Switch Sports came out, which I guess I overlooked. Maybe I saw it and blanked it from my memory because I was like, whatever.
I enjoyed it, but yeah, after like 4 or 5 days, I haven't played it since. It was fun when I played it, but then I don't know, it just one of those things that like you stop playing it for a few days and like you said, you just forget about it. Like just evaporates from your memory.
That's what I'm thinking. That's probably that's probably what it is. It's just the hype off of Wii Sports because Wii Sports Resorts was awesome, and then like that's all it was. Yo.
Oh, I thought you willed Alex into existence. I was like, that's crazy.
What up, Exo?
What up?
So welcome.
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. At least I can.
Okay.
Actually, we'll catch you up. First off, what are you currently playing?
I still shifted back to Marvel Rivals in between. I actually like stopped playing a little bit. So I've been doing other things, but I will come home. I've been playing. I will come home, play it for like 30 minutes, and then go to bed,
Yeah,
or waiting to digest my food and then go to bed.
Sounds like that's that married gamer life.
yeah, yeah. I was about to.
It's getting there.
You gotta find time in between the relationship to where you're guilt free
Gary said,
playing.
married gamer life. He says, I'm transitioning.
I do
Yeah,
that. No,
yeah. I go to play for 30 minutes and go to bed, or eat, play, and then go to bed.
no. Somehow here I am. Somehow I talk my wife into let me start a YouTube channel all about gaming. I don't know. Maybe that's the loophole.
Yeah,
A
as long as you make
loophole.
money off it.
Like, hey, this is my job. I'm trying to. It's my job.
Exactly.
I
It means you're not lazy then.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of that, I think that's what I wanted to be a topic, and I didn't bring it up. All right. So
What's
actually,
that?
I'm gonna bring that up. I'm gonna bring it up in a moment. Any games that are coming out that you're actually looking forward to that have already been announced, it's not out yet. But any games that you're looking forward to that have been already been announced.
I kind of got mixed emotions about playing the Wolverine games.
Mm.
I'm like 50-50 on it. Like, I want to play it, but then I'm like, do I want to play? I tell you, I'm not buying it though.
Yeah, yeah. You don't have to buy
I,
it. Yeah.
yeah, I'm not buying it, but I'm like 50-50 about that game. That was one that they had been talking about that and pumping up the release and hyping it up. And it's the state of play, I guess. It was okay. It looked okay.
Yeah, I think
Kind of
like,
looked like Assassin's Creed-ish,
oh, does
but
it?
I'm like, kind of. I watched like, maybe like 5 minutes of gameplay.
Yeah, I didn't see the state
So
of play or like whatever it was part of, but I think I did see a clip where like it looked like he died and then he just healed and came back and continued on, and people had gripes about it, like you couldn't lose in the game.
That's what Wolverine does, though.
Yeah, so I'm like, what do you expect? If anything, I'm mad that he doesn't do that in more games.
I figured it would be. I can't remember who's the maker of the game. I thought it was the same as who did Spider-Man. I think the studio. I don't remember the studio. I thought it would be as similar to Spider-Man, but it's not. And I like Spider-Man, but yeah, that's my only thing. Kind of, kind of not looking forward to. We'll see how that goes.
Okay. All
You're not a
right.
Legend of Zelda fan?
What's that?
You're not a Legend of Zelda fan? I know you like Breath of the Wild when it came out, at
I
least.
do. If I don't know if they're doing a remaster of Art OOT.
Remake.
I thought I heard remake.
Yep, remake. At least from what I heard, it's definitely a remake.
I would definitely play that if they do that. I would definitely play it.
Like, yeah, that was my choice as well. All right.
I forget the difference of remaster and remake.
Uh,
Remaster is a little different, right?
so
It looks different.
yeah, it's just like upgraded graphics. Maybe they added a little something extra, but it's really just upgraded graphics. Like to me, the latest Star Fox game was a remaster.
Did you beat it already?
I haven't played it. Like I played the demo.
Oh,
I was hyped for it until I saw gameplay, like from other people who played through the game when it came out, and I'm
uh-huh.
just like, oh, it's exactly like one for one, exactly like the 64 one. Oh, okay. I don't know if I'll buy it. I hope Alex buys it so I can borrow it from him. Like that's literally my take on it. You know, that way I can put it
Okay.
on the channel.
Yeah, always sucks. It's like you're excited about it, then you see a little gameplay. It's like, it's not what I thought it was.
Yeah, like you just
Ooh,
missed it.
that reminds me when you got hype about Anthem, Lyndon.
Oh yeah, I
I
was
know how
super
that
hype
turned
about
out.
that, bro. Yeah, that was yeah a whole year. I was talking this up to Gary and Trey, and then it just went down the toilet.
So what happened? Fill me in.
It was just a disaster on the release. Think about how much of disaster
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk was.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
Oh,
it
it just didn't
released, it
play.
was same dumpster fire, same
Oh,
thing. Uh, it just didn't play well. People had a lot of complaints about the games crashing, freezing, all kind of bugs and stuff like that. After all that time that they had before releasing to work all that out, they just didn't. I think they had rushed it. I, I would say they rushed it, but they didn't rush it because it got pushed back like so many times, and they still didn't get it right. So, but yeah.
yeah, no, that's
What, what,
unfortunate.
I was gonna say, what's Gary looking forward to?
GTA 6.
You're a liar. I don't believe you.
I,
Oh,
You don't
wow.
play that.
This
that's
this
what
type of
it's.
podcast, huh? Is this Fox
Yeah,
News?
we know you don't. Fake news. Truth Social says you're a troll. You don't play those type of games.
I played GTA 5 when it came out.
You for like 2 minutes.
No, I beat it. I let Trey borrow it. And then I remember I had the disc and I brought it over. He's like, yeah, I can't wait to play it. He's like, wait, I gotta install the game? I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. My bad, bro. He's like, oh my God. So yeah, he didn't play it that night.
He says he's gonna play 6.
Yeah, we
And
debunked the price thing. We were nervous about the price, but was
it's
that
not
was
a
that
hundred
show called
dollars.
Mythbuster Drew? He busted it.
Oh, did you he pre-ordered it?
No, Drew found out it's only $80.
Uh,
I say
Yeah.
only like that's cheap, which is
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
80
yeah.
to
is that
$100.
is that's the starting price though, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's like the standard is like 80, and then the ultimate is 100.
Yeah, people are gonna buy that 100. They're gonna buy it.
I mean, they waited
Not
long
me.
enough, I guess.
I wouldn't even give it $1, but they're gonna buy it. It's an accident somewhere. Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, so I never really got into GTA. Like I played Vice City, maybe a little bit of San Andreas, and then like I was like whatever. But one thing I think is cool that I've seen because I never really knew GTA was like that. At least maybe that's the thing with the recent games is like the role playing aspect. Like I've seen gameplay recently. You know, something like there's a group of people playing as cops. Like they're legit cops and they're like talking to each other on like their talkies and all that, and they're like checking out different things. I thought that was really cool.
I think the last one had that, didn't it?
Yeah, I think it was 5. Yeah, 5 had, and I seen people do different things. Like I saw another streamer, like he was running a drug company. I'm like, oh really? It's like okay, like you actually
Yeah.
saw him like making the and like well, not directly, but at least like he had his assembly line like to set up the drugs and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, like that's okay. So it's not just how because like my only experience with GTA was like Vice City, San Andreas. You go, they tell you to go this guy, beat up this guy, bring the money back to this guy. It's like okay, I'll do that. And then you go steal a car from over here, bring it back to this place so they can do whatever. That's my experience with GTA. So seeing like the other stuff, what they've been doing in this last game, I thought that was really cool.
There's construction in that. Same. That's been for me. I only did Vice City. I actually beat that one and San Andreas. Maybe I played it for a couple hours and then I never played it again.
So yeah, I
Played San
almost
Andreas for a long, long time, but I never actually got anywhere in the story.
like you just like steal a car and
I just want to do the cheat codes and just fool around and
And
That's what GTA is best at.
And that's why I never beat Vice City. Because like I think like when you use cheats, they don't let you progress in like too far in the story. Like I was using cheats and I got to a certain part, then like it wouldn't let me progress any further. I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'm done with the game because I'm
No,
not
I
starting
remember I
over.
screwed myself. I used a cheat code that made everyone more hostile, and then I saved it, and I couldn't undo the cheat code. So my game was hostile for the rest of the time I played.
You could also screw yourself too if you make yourself, well, at least in GTA, you can make yourself like maximum fat, and then but you can't eat anymore because you just vomit even if you're hungry.
Mhm.
So you just die of hunger. But I think you die of hunger in that game. But yeah, you just can't eat.
That's crazy. All right. So this is something that's been bothering me recently. I've seen this and it bothers me to no end. So what are your thoughts on pop culture and gaming? Especially of any like anywhere that you think about it, and I'll elaborate if you guys need me to. But like pop culture, media, and gaming. Like so the main reason this crossed my mind is because especially in black movies, especially in black movies. Um my wife, she watches random different shows because I'm her husband. I get stuck watching it if she's watching it. And on one of the Tyler Perry series, he
Oh
is
Lord, you
yeah,
already messed up.
yeah, right. He is like this is one character. Like actually, I'll tell you the specific name of the series. It's called Divorce Sisters. I think that's the name of the. I believe that's the name of the series. Um, and this one of the characters is dating this young guy who's apparently probably like 5 or 10 years younger than she is. He can't hold on to a job. He's lazy and he likes to stay at home and play video games. I'm like, why does every lazy bum in a movie have to stay at home and play video games? Why can't the richest person in the room be a gamer or like a game developer or some type of super nerd? Like, why does it always have to be like, hey, I'm a lazy bum, I play video games, I have no job, I can't keep a job? That bothers me to no end. I can't think of a single show or movie where, that thing is prominent.
I think it's also funny when I see like not shows, but like I hear like ads trying to portray like, oh, you're like Google is doing it, like, oh, your tech savvy friend, like, oh, it's a woman, like that. It's like they're always just trying to make it like a I don't know, just like kind of women in these tech jobs, but in my experience, that's not the case, and they're purposely seems like they're not trying to just be guys. I'm not saying women don't, just
You
saying
should
they
go
seem
slow on purpose. You don't sit there and be sorry. That's it.
What happened?
Driving and somebody's being a douche.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that is. I'm just honestly, I took like my daughter had a friend like spend the night a few nights, and I think my driving scared them. Actually, I know it did for one friend like that she had over like months or a year ago. I'm just a little heavy on the gas, which I will touch more on later. But yeah, it's that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
no, the Tyler movie. I don't like any of those Tyler Perry movies. Like, I don't watch any of those. It's always the same stereotype. It's not just the men; it's the women too. They just, I don't know. They just get stereotyped and roles, and especially men. Like, not video games, is they're always jobless and can't keep a job.
mm-hmm.
Always something like that.
I mean, isn't that kind of what Tyler Perry does? It's just always like the worst stereotypes of everything.
Yep,
He
he
started off
does.
okay, but now they're all the same.
Yeah, he does that.
I mean, I guess sees what kind of works, and then like, all right, that's what this is, I guess.
Or you got your own studio, you could do that, I guess. Nobody can tell you anything.
But like, so I feel like I've seen that in other shows as well, other movies, not just Tyler Perry. Yes, he's horrible with it. Like, honestly, watching his shows annoys me to no end a lot. Especially like when he
It was.
go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead.
Especially when he stretches the stereotypes. Like he stretches them like far. I'm like, time out. Like, and not to mention when he contradicts his characters. Like like early on, this character was really cool. Oh, one bad thing happened. Now this character is just atrocious. Like, what happened? Oh, now this character's doing this. Time out. That makes no sense. What in the world? I swear, like, I feel like some of his shows are like made for idiots. Like he thinks people are like too dumb to like understand, or maybe like, or even talking with my wife, maybe he does that on purpose to entice a response. I mean, I guess like if you have no response, you're not doing a good enough job. So it could be that
He's
as well.
purposely rage-baiting his movies.
I think so.
Do they end up turning around whatever they're watching now, unless you might not be far enough? Does he turn his life around? Because usually that's how it usually goes.
So I mean, this like in movies, it's a little different because like they don't have much time, but in the series, and it's not just the Tyler Perry one. I've seen it in other stuff. That's why they like pop culture in general. I've seen it in other stuff. Anytime there's a gamer, they're always some lazy bum that can't do anything. I'm like, can we just like be super successful, come home and play the game? Like, can we do that? Is that not a thing? It's like, like game, especially now, gaming is very expensive. Especially now,
Very.
It's not like we can't hold a job and finance our hobbies. Why does this the person have to be a lazy bum that can't hold on to a job? Like, so like I said, Tyler Perry was just the example that I saw that I can remember that I saw. But I feel like I saw like 2 or 3 other examples with different movies that had nothing to do with Tyler Perry. But that's like, oh, like this person did this. Oh, they did something really bad. And it was reported that this person also plays lots of video games. I'm like, oh, here we go. It's like, why can't we just be regular people, regular successful people who come home and have a hobby? Like, why do we have to be the scum of the earth? Oh, that's my rant. I mean, I don't know your guys' thoughts and this and that.
We can't have nice things. We criticize for everything.
What I really like is when you hear like they're not memes, but they're like those short videos or on Instagram or whatever, and they'll be like, "Oh, women, what is the biggest red flag a man can have?" And they're like, "Gamers."
Oh, yeah.
Like, really?
But to be fair, most of those answers are also coming from Black women. So it goes hand in hand.
You think it's really kind of just 2 black women? Like, you think it's
I I think so. Just from what I've seen most of the time, I'm not saying all of them, but most of the time, it's that answer is coming from Black women.
and I've been told like, "Oh, I wish you were a drug addict over a gamer." Like,
I've heard that. I've heard that.
What?
Not to
Really?
me. Not to me. I just heard that before.
yeah, no,
Anything. It's like it's terrible. Anything but gaming.
like even just I don't know, just smoking. Like, gaming is worse than smoking. Like, that's crazy.
Let
Yep.
Being
me.
an alcoholic. Like, I don't think I can
Oh yeah.
name a easier addiction to deal with.
Do I have a gaming addiction? I don't feel like I have an addiction. I don't think we have an addiction. We just enjoy gaming.
Yeah, maybe it's the perspective. Like, everyone's an addict when you don't do it as much as the other person.
Yeah.
Like if you like doing
What's
it
that?
more than 2 times a week, people might think you're an addict.
That saying,
See your comment, Derek.
perception's reality.
Right, yeah. I mean, it's just, what we grew up with. Like that's most of like a lot of our lives. At least I can say for myself.
I mean, like there's a lot of positives to it, and honestly, that's something that's actually a topic that I'm gonna bring up in a moment. But like, there's definitely tons of positives to gaming. Definitely, like, once again, I'm gonna get that. That's actually a topic of conversation. That they know it because I put it. We have a personal chat, so I put it in there, so they know what the question is. But yeah, like I just don't like the qualm. I wish you would do the same thing for, put the same thing for other stuff. For example, this just happened. The Knicks won the championship. All of a sudden, there was what's the word I want to use? There was a riot. There was a riot, and people got beat up and hurt and stuff like that, all over a basketball game that you weren't even a part of. You were a fan, and your select team didn't win, and you rioted.
Bro, even before that series had finished, looks like they might be getting off up there. But before that series had finished, during it, they were playing San Antonio. Their fans out there were fighting any San Antonio fans that had jerseys on. That's crazy. Like, what are we doing?
But we gamers, we get the bad rep. So yeah, I mean, and honestly, that's something I've thought about like even years before. It's like gamers are blah 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 A B C D, but we literally do the same thing. As people who are like, I don't watch sports personally. I like, for anyone watching, I don't watch it. It bores me. Now, as a man, if I'm in a tech store and I'm just going about my business, I'm a nerd, so I'm looking for tech. And I see on the screen a game, I'm gonna stop for 5 minutes to watch it. I'm a man. Like it kicks in, and then it goes back off, and I'm about my business. I'm like, okay, I'm bored. Let me continue on my way. But yeah, like I always compared it to like sports fans. Like about all this memorabilia, you swear you're on the team, you swear you're sitting on the bench with them. You role play almost worse than gamers do. So hey, if they did this, if they ran this route and did this, it's like, yo, you're like 100 pounds overweight. Like chill. It's like, just I don't know, like enjoy it. But no, the gamer who has a full-time job, can afford to buy the games, comes home and minds his business is the one that gets no play. Like, okay. Anyways, if anybody got anything else on it, but
I mean, I don't think I would become a software developer if it wasn't for video games in my life. I think I probably would have became a biologist possibly, and I've seen people masters in biology, and they're not doing too much, especially not what they think they're doing.
so if anything, that's a perfect segue to the next question that I decided to bring up. I think I'm probably skipping, but if anything, so it's perfect timing for it. So that translate to your regular life, that or that transfer that you have. I'm trying to think of a way to word it. I'm typing that transfers gaming skills or skills that I'm gonna reword it. But anyways, I'm gonna tell you guys and I'll put it in. So any skills that you got from gaming or anything that you've learned through your time gaming that translates well or that you feel helps you in everyday life. If anybody would like to jump in while I'm throwing this in there.
I'd say for me, when I was younger, I think I said this before, but my dad had a PS1. He had Gran Turismo 1, and I remember playing that game And for you to go to like the licenses to get better races, to get more money, to get better cars, you had to do driver's test. And I know people know Driver 1 for being ridiculously hard as the first level, doing all these crazy tricks, but being an 8-year-old playing a driver test, like learning how to like bag up parallel park and all that crap, God, it was difficult, but I played it. And it was funny when first time I got behind the wheel of a car, I remembered all that stuff. And I always said Gran Turismo helped me drive because as a 8-year-old, I'm learning to drive, but through a video game.
It's funny, like that's the main reason why I thought of the question, because I was actually driving and I was thinking it's like, man, like the way I drive, I wouldn't be able to drive like this if it wasn't for gaming. All right, go ahead. I'll add more to it later.
Oh, I never thought of something like that. I don't know. Maybe just even all of us, just hand-eye coordination. You know, all the sports that we play. I mean, that it's science. It's scientifically proven that it increases that cognitive brain function ability too. Playing video games. So, if it wasn't for video games, I wouldn't be able to function every day, regular everyday life.
Um,
Actually, I would say too, I feel like I'm very thorough because of video games because I think just like you, Mr. Mach Won, like I like to try 200% most of my games to look. So the first time through, I've always been like, let me look around this corner. Let me check this out. What if this does this? And that's what I do every day. Like when I'm new places, like I know how to like walk around a store to make sure I'm hitting every nook and cranny efficiently. I don't just randomly just go random places. I do like, okay, let me check here, let me check here, let me check here. Okay, I checked everywhere. I'm out. And I got to teach the missus how to do that because she doesn't do that. And that kills me.
no, that's a real thing. I'm gonna bring that. Actually, you made me think of something. So hopefully the missus isn't watching it because I'm throwing her on the bus. Um, what was it? Something Exo said that I was trying to add on to something you said that I thought about. Like definitely the hand-eye coordination. Oh yes. So from my understanding, I think games like video games came about, unless if I'm wrong, I believe I saw some like research on it or saw a video about it. The main reason, like I think one of the main reasons that gaming exists was a military thing, to like be able to remote control like robots, or at least like machines from over like a long periods. And to be able to do that, you have to be, be good at video games. So I believe, from my understanding, like that was what started gaming, like in at least in the form it is today, because like we wanted to remote control things from a distance, if I remember right.
Hmm.
So like at Pong age, like
Well, like
Atari,
it was probably like, I mean, I think like just initially, like maybe that was just the start.
like the tech that they're using, kind of, I guess.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's gotten much better. Like, if you guys saw the posts, or I think maybe I dropped it in the chat for you guys, I don't know. But I just bought a VR treadmill. Or Ready Player One, the movie Ready Player One, which all the videos I've watched about, whenever I want to buy something, I heavily like research it and like look at it. And yeah, like, all these people say, well, in Ready Player One, they did this and this, to be able to fully remote control a robot from a distance away and do it with accuracy, like you become a beast. Like, that's why like AI is getting a little scary. Because if they, it's funny. I was actually just playing Yu-Gi-Oh earlier today, and like I do Duel Links, and every so often they'll do an event, and one of the events is about like the AI side of Yu-Gi-Oh. So like the series Vrains, Link Vrains. So Link summoning, that's where Link Vrains come from for the other Yu-Gi-Oh players in the chat or on the panel. And like, there's a character named Varus who, they were working with AI, and then they got to a point where AI, and this is just based off the game that I was just playing, like literally today. They got to a point with AI where the AI had free will, and then like they did what was it? Run throughs it. There's another word I'm thinking of that I can't think of it. But they kind of like look towards the future. Hey, what does this look like later on? Whereas the AI, it would end in like extinction, human extinction, if the AI keep continuing on this track. You know, because I think like in the game, this idea they created the AI, they wanted to do free will to solve human problems, and then eventually they figure out that humans are the problem and would kill all humans. You know, so that's why they want to get rid of all the AI. And this is just the game that I was playing. But who's to say that that can't happen?
Hey, that's what Ultron and Thanos were saying.
Yeah.
Humans are the problem.
I mean, it's really not that far off if you think about it. Like self-driving cars, they have to make a decision on whether it's worth saving the person in the car's life or saving the pedestrian on the street. And or you have the alternative where there's, it's not a matter of saving the person in the car, it's a matter of saving, you know, it's the trolley problem. Like, oh, you're going down a street and you're about to run over a 1-year-old, and you can take a left and avoid the 1-year-old and hit a 90, like a woman or, an older person, 99-year-old person. And who do you choose? Like, well, all lives are equal, so I could hit the 1-year-old.
Wow. Jesus.
Yeah,
AI.
I mean, if if it was the true trolley problem, they might be like, okay, well, 5 people's lives are better than one, so it's fine. But yeah, when you're 1-to-1, it's like, oh, all lives are equal.
Yeah.
I mean, yes and no. It's not the answer we want.
Yeah.
Side note: did you know Yu-Gi-Oh is a cheater? Did you know
Yes,
that?
definitely. Like,
Just learned that. Actually, I didn't know that for the longest. He's a cheater.
yes, he is. And for those of you watching, yes, like even when you go back to the original series, like I remember even before they came out with like the modern rules, or like the before the card game fully came out, going back to the original first episodes, summon one monster, attack one at a time, no matter how many monsters you have on the field. Those rules. These monsters have like special abilities that the monsters don't have in the actual cards. Like one that stands out is the Mystical Elf. The Mystical Elf, 800 attack, 2000 defense. Oh, but the Mystical Elf, they've been singing a chant. The Mystical Elf is a normal monster with no abilities. The Mystical Elf's been saying a chant for the last 5 turns, which powers up my abilities to do this, and now I got you. I'm like, wait, what? That monster doesn't do that. So what are you talking about?
I mean, have you heard that it was like they were going to make Yu-Gi-Oh more like that, but they couldn't figure out how to make it work properly in practice? Because the anime or manga came out before the card game, and they were going to add like all those aspects about like earth, wind, and fire elements, and kind of making that play a part, and like even like attacking the moon, like the giant soldier of stone did. Like that was going to be like a legit thing you could do.
I did not know that, but I mean, I feel like it's possible. I feel like other card games do it. One that's more prominent, Magic the Gathering. I feel like that didn't that do stuff like that?
I mean, Magic the Gathering kind of does whatever it wants. Like it'll just be like, all right, this is a new mechanic, and then that mechanic goes away in three like iterations, or maybe it sticks around. Like I think flying was like a something that was introduced, and then it just became a core mechanic, and a bunch of other. There's so many mechanics in Magic the Gathering over time, and there's a lot of them that are like just they don't exist anymore because they weren't very good about it. It wasn't. It was too potential for like abuse. There was like a really cool one that I really liked. There was like mutations. So like you can basically like uh you mutate one card to another, and then it inherits both traits. So you can just keep building on more and more traits as you mutate them. and that was a really fun mechanic, but that didn't last very long. I think it only went through one series or whatever you want to call it, pack.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so what did you see? What did you see, EXO, about the cheating? Like, when I see stuff like that, I'm like, this doesn't translate well to like.
Oh no, he was caught in 4K. He would do something that says drawing two cards. He would draw twice, but the one card would be two cards. You would clearly see it. He drew four cards instead of two cards.
I just, I probably have to go back and see that. No, I haven't seen
Yeah,
anything
bro.
like
I was
that.
like, oh, Yukio is a cheater.
That's funny. Um, so to answer the questions, one skill on one, driving. Going back to what Tiger said, definitely driving. Like, I'm a little fast I'm a little fast on the pedal, but I feel like for me, like even when I'm going faster than I should be, not to, just in case like any cops are watching. Um, for me, it still feels like slow motion because I'm used to driving 120 miles an hour in this virtual game. Like, for instance, one of my favorite racing games, Midnight Club. I loved Midnight Club. I wasn't a Need for Speed person. And Midnight Club, you have the NOS, like, or like the thrust or boosters or whatever. And, you're going 100, 150 miles an hour. And I feel like it translates it well. And you have to make split second decisions like rapidly. And I feel like driving in real life kind of give me that mentality where I can see that. Not that I'm driving 150 miles an hour on the road. No, that's crazy, at least for me. But even when I'm driving faster than other drivers, like, I can see it all clearly. And that's what made me think about that question. I'm like, wow, like that's a skill that I've definitely learned. And even when I was younger, Pokemon helped me learn words and like in pronunciations. And I even tested that with some friends while I was in high school. Like the word, like if you write down the word telekinesis, like I think the average person is going to get that word wrong. They're not going to say it correctly. But because we've seen the word and because we watched the show and hear the pronunciations, it's like, oh, it's not telekinesis, it's like telekinesis. And like, how to spell and certain things like that, I've definitely learned from watching cartoons and games and stuff like that. So definitely like those skills that definitely helped me out. And on the positive side, I learned to mind my business. I learned to like just chill, play games and mind my business. Honestly, like sometimes, especially in certain games, when you don't mind your business, that's game over. Like, you know, like literally it's game over. It's like, oh, I shouldn't talk to this character. Let me leave this character alone. Like walk away slowly. Um, but
I've definitely had some flip the table over moments.
um, those of you out there, gaming's not all bad. I mean, gaming's not that bad, to be honest.
I mean, as for me, like I think so. There's two things. There's like the really so like I played RuneScape. I'm not sure if any of you guys have actually, but like I think I learned a lot about RuneScape. Like how bronze is made, how iron is made, how what plant you use to make bowstrings. Like, sure, it's not anything I'm probably gonna use in the daily, but it really makes you kind of like understand uh, the different strengths of metals and how they came to be. So that's kind of like the short answer for me. But then for a longer one, like I think so. I grew up in a household where my dad's a mechanic, and both my brothers basically became mechanics. My uncle's mechanic, cousins are mechanics. It just mechanics all around, or kind of like blue collar work. But I played video games, and I don't know, can't speak for everybody, but making video games was like, oh, that's the thing I really want to do. I really like video games, and as such, like I grew up in a town where like computer classes were an elective, and you had to choose to be
Hmm.
in those. Most people didn't, and I think just being exposed and having the drive to want to make my own video games made me pursue a computer science degree that
Hmm.
nobody in my family was even considering. And as such, I became a software developer, and I think I'm a lot happier than I would have had I just became a mechanic.
Yep.
I'm gonna
I,
add. Oh, go ahead,
go
Mike.
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I'll say on the worst side of things, I think we all learned what like keyboard warriors were before, that was a big thing, like how people act when they're behind doors, especially in these dang lobbies. Halo and Call of Duty. Well, man, we heard the worst of people, and so I think we are better equipped. When people are online saying crap, we're like, yeah, I'm not dealing with that, or that doesn't affect me. We had way worse before that was even a thing of racism and just all type of anti-Semitic crap. Like we heard it all, and just yeah, we got more grit because of that.
Mhm.
Stuff like that
Before it
doesn't
was
affect us.
monitored and you could report people.
Yeah, we got the just unfiltered raw. As soon as you hop on, like you ain't and then just start going. And it's like before then, what you gonna do? Not play? You just kind of sat there, ignored it, or tried to like talk back, and you did whatever. But yeah, nowadays when people get behind the keyboard, people get mad talking about in the comments. It's like, bro, why are you entertaining that? Like,
Hmm.
the true trolls. It's like, yeah, we dealt with all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny when I see all the games that they just like they don't allow talking. Like they're like, all right, here's the words you can say, and we're gonna censor everything if you want to type this out. Like I think what was it? What was like Overwatch didn't let you play say like QQ or anything. It would just like change it to like good game or like hope you had fun. Like it's just
That was definitely fun.
I mean just get toxic player bases. They're still everywhere.
Robert Martinez, can you please elaborate? Call of Duty Modern Lobby was the place to be. I'm thinking like, you mean like as far as trash talk? Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you're
Oh,
referring to?
okay. You like that toxic community.
Maybe because like yeah, definitely Call of Duty. I like honestly I hate playing Call of Duty because of that. I'm just like, oh my goodness, like honestly, one of my favorite things to play in Call of Duty was Search and Destroy. But what they start is that between matches, you can talk crap between matches. And I'm like, it's not like you play an entire game and everybody's talking crap on the way out. It's like, no, between every match, it's like, oh, hey, we won this round. Oh, you ain't do nothing. You crap. And this, so, okay. Oh, hey, we won this round. See, I told you, like, yeah, I got lucky. I'm like, do I have to hear this between every round? And I don't want to mute it because, like, honestly, I want to talk to the people I'm working with. I mean, but yeah.
This becomes a lot of pressure that you're like, all right, now I really need to live up to my talk.
Yeah.
If you fail, you're like, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah. But yeah. It's like, oh, hey, I just talked all this crap and I'm at the bottom of the leaderboards. Yeah, let me go to a new lobby.
Gotta change my gamer tag now. I can't be seen here.
Actually, the funniest thing that I ever experienced, I was playing Halo 3, and I remember, I forgot the name of that level, but while I was playing, and I was doing okay, but our team just couldn't get over the hump, and the dude was just, those guys raging, come on, guys, complaining every time he dies, where are you guys at? And, I forgot I did something, and he was like, dude, what are you doing? I was like, bro, chill, like, I did it because of this, so, like, chill. He's like, whatever, man, da 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 da, and I forgot what he said after that. But I was like, dude, I'm Asian. Like, just to mess with him. He's like, wait, you said you're Asian? I was like, yes. And he's like, yo, like real, like his all his aggression when he's like, yo, real talk, you got a black voice. I was like, what? Like, dude, I can't believe you have a black voice. I was like, is that a thing that people like or chase? Like, this is before like 2000 what 2007. So I'm like, yo, what? And he's like, yeah, dude, you have a black voice. He wasn't mad the rest of the match. We lost and he wasn't tripping.
He just found that like so miraculous and like was like, dude, that's a compliment.
As long as you're not black, like it was okay.
Yeah, I'm not black, but I have a black voice, and that's like the major accomplishment. I was like, okay.
That is so funny. That is hilarious. Actually, I'm clipping that. There we go. Yeah, you have to grab it. That is funny. Like, that's a short.
I guess back to what you said, Drew. How many times, like realistically, how many times have y'all rage quit because of that? Like you were talking smack, someone's talking smack, and then you actually came up with a shortest stick and you didn't stick around.
Plenty of times.
I don't think I've ever really. I played League of Legends a little bit, and even then, I didn't really trash talk all that much, despite the community being that. I only trash talked after I had enough to back it up. Like one, I don't know, I'm assuming as a child, but they told me I couldn't play this one champion in this lane because it's not designed for him, and so he decided he was just going to be he's going to play the lane regardless because I already called dibs, and I kept running up the middle where my character isn't supposed to be, and he called it after I did, and so he kept joining me in the middle, and he kept dying, and it just left and right, and I just kept calling him like, all right, you're telling me I can't play, but right now I'm the top player in this match, and he just started like going off, and then he started griefing and just feeding the other team, and we still won regardless. And yeah, that was me backing my trash talk up, but I wouldn't say it before a session. I'm not confident enough.
Man, I've never started the trash talk. I've trash talked back. But yeah, then when I couldn't, like, I was like, okay, let me either mute my microphone and mute everyone, or just go somewhere else. It's like, okay. It's like the person who's trash talking me is like at the top and I'm at the bottom. It's like, nope, let me go somewhere else.
I used to go back and forth a lot. And I remember one day when Street Fighter kind of died off, but it was still happening. I got back on Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, and I remember I played Hakan. I was still low tier hero, and I beat this guy. And I posted like screenshots of some of the match on Facebook. And I'm like, I still got it. I did not know who this dude was. And I'm like talking trash, and then he's like, yo, that's me on my Facebook. I guess he was a friend. I was like, oh my God. Like I freaked out. And it was legit him because he said that like he was talking about the match. I said, oh my God. And I've never trash talk like that again. That scared the crap out of me. And I was like, this guy actually knows me. And I was talking shit. I was like, ooh. And I cut the game off. I didn't even play, cut my Facebook off and cut the game off. I was like, I don't want to play anymore.
That's funny. It's hilarious. So yeah, I mean, yeah.
Oh, I would say trash talking. I'm gonna call you out, XO, because you do that stuff when we used to play Smash Brothers. You are a legit hater when we play Smash Bros. You would be up. Everybody knows you'd be up 3 stocks. We're playing teams of free fire. Like, why y'all going after me? So and so got 5 lives. You like, bro, come on. Why you gotta hate, bro? Like, it's not my fault you lose. And then everybody, I get jumped. And it's like, oh man, like, why you rat on me?
Man, it's what do you mean rat on you?
Because you getting worried, and I'm in the corner just watching. You like, hey, yo, he got 5 lives. Why y'all coming after me?
We gotta get you involved. What you there for? Just sit in the sidelines and watch? We gotta get you involved.
I don't want no smoke. I don't want that.
You think I want to double team the whole match? I don't want that. Let's share the love.
So Roberto said, trash talking feels good after a long day of work.
Is that what people are doing?
It depends what you're playing.
Yeah, I'm about to say it seems like a lot of work. It seems like more work to trash talk.
Yeah, nah, I'm not the type. Like some people go, they just go and go and go. Like I remember like one time when my nephew, he was playing Call of Duty, who's now like 20, 22 years old now. but at the time, and it was even the name of his it was even the name of his username. I'm 8 years old, or I'm 9 years old. At the time, he was very annoying. At least at not at the time of year, just during that gameplay, because he kept calling me. I'm just like, it's like, uncle, uncle, uncle. I'm like, let me just turn off my microphone because I don't feel like doing this. But like, I regret doing that because like he was good at the game too. What happened was someone was mad at him, some grown man was mad at him, and they were cursing him out, and you can hear him responding, "Hey, I'm only 8 years old." Like, I couldn't get my mic back on fast enough to go back at homie. So like, then like the lobby ended or whatever, like really quickly. Like that was probably like one of the most annoying times about trash talk. I'm like, it's like you were a grown man trash talking a little kid because he did better than you. Like, shut up. Like, and not to mention it's my nephew, not just a little kid, but my nephew, like someone that I know, and he's not even doing anything wrong. I was highly annoyed about that.
Some people don't care, man. They take it to heart for some reason. I don't know why. Like they got something to lose in real life.
I mean, those are the gamers that fit the stereotype that we're trying
Yes,
to not represent.
I agree.
And those are the ones that are the loudest, so we don't.
I ain't gonna lie, it's a little funny, you saw Thor doing it on Endgame. That was a little funny. But yeah. What was my next question? So that was the next question. All right. So I know it's been about 2 hours. I like to try to keep this around 2 hour mark. And I guess whatever question I had last I could save. But this one, any open questions, open comments for anyone that, on the panel, any open questions? Actually, I'll even throw the last question in there because that was just something random. Any personal projects that you would like to share with YouTube or Twitch? Well, mainly YouTube because nobody's going to watch it back on Twitch. Yeah, that you want to share with the world or anything new that you're working on.
Well, as for me, I have one Roblox game currently live called Parkour Tag. It's just a simple tag game with a bunch of different game modes. Currently working on a new Roblox game. It's going to be about like raising farm animals and breeding them, and you can also auction them off to other players given certain like very rare traits. And I'm actually play testing it right now, and it's getting close to first release. I'm being a little bit more uh, meticulous with this one, hoping I don't release too many bugs because there's a lot of mechanics going on in this one. But then also, I guess I'll plug my Instagram, where I
Yeah, have at it.
do American Ninja Warrior training videos. Haven't been on the show, but I do local competitions. My handle is Drew the Impossible.
Feel free to drop in the chat. That way it'll pop up, or maybe I even copy it, throw it under your name. Yeah, guys. To be honest, I've seen his videos. He's online. I've seen some of his videos.
Yeah, hoping to have a good number of followers someday, but we'll see. Maybe I'll get on the show if I have enough followers. I know they're very interested in that sort of thing.
All right. Oh yeah, I've dropped it in other places. All right. Let me see. As far as me, well, anybody else before I speak that they want to share? Okay. Me. So if you've been on my channel, I just got a VR treadmill. I'm hoping to drop some VR treadmill content soon, and at least a review of the thing. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Right now I'm just kind of trying to figure out how I'm gonna set it up. I've had to like move some things in the room, so the next time you guys come over, like the game room's gonna look slightly different. Honestly,
Is it that thing where it's like you run in any direction, like 360 in any direction?
yeah, like similar to Ready Player One, not as good, nowhere near as good, but like something similar where like my movement is based on my foot movement. I'm still working on like there's still some like fine tuning you have to do even after you set it up. Like I did it, I fully played it one time. I didn't record the video. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm gonna record the gameplay and everything. And that's one thing I have to think about when I think about YouTube videos, how I'm gonna shoot it. Like even this setup right here, you have to kind of set it up and figure out how you're gonna do it. There's a big green screen behind me. So to make sure don't see any of my background where it shows up really well. So I'm still trying to figure out how I'm gonna do it for that. But yeah, like so I've dropped VR content and I'm looking just to upgrade my VR content with actual movements. There's other people who have plenty of videos about it, just adding it to my channel. So that's definitely a project I'm looking forward to doing. Yeah.
Yeah, those look like a lot of fun to do. I've been looking at those for I think since I heard about VR, and I remember there being like a big sphere that they had like really early on in VR, and I was really looking at the price of that, and it was like one of those things where you go on the website, they're like, "Oh, contact us for a quote." Like when you see that, it's way out of your price range.
Wasn't likely.
I think it was like $50,000 or $100,000 or something. But because it's shaped like a sphere, like it also allows like rolling, like because you can roll without getting hurt. But yeah, 50,000, 100,000, way out of my price range, especially as a college kid.
I mean, definitely when I record the content, like playing in it, like one, it's definitely exercise. Like for me, like I sweat easily. So it's definitely good exercise, to say the least. Um, even when I did VR, just sitting in a chair, certain games definitely like had me ready to sweat. I was definitely sweating. Like whenever I do it, I have to keep a towel on me, like just to wipe it away. And hopefully, I could be one of those success stories. Like, hey, I lost 50 pounds playing VR.
I
This
mean,
and
I
that.
could totally see that being a thing. Like, I think that's the future of what esports should be. Just like, you're actually getting, like, I mean, not to say that current esports players aren't athletes, but like doing that level, like, that would be a whole nother thing.
Yeah, like it was definitely taxing. I could say that to say the least. Um, yeah, I mean, honestly, the one I had wasn't very expensive. I mean, like I could have bought it outright, but I didn't want to. But it was only what $1,200, and I already had my VR headset, which, mind you, was another $500-600. So definitely the setup is fairly expensive. But I did it for you guys. Did it for you guys.
I mean, $1,200 like the price of like a regular treadmill.
Yeah.
And it's a lot less fun.
And the thing is, this is on the cheaper end. I mean, it was the best version of the cheapest version. Because there's other VR treadmills. I think another one I saw was like $3,000. That's supposed to be way better than this one. Then there's like I said, I did a lot of research just looking at different VR treadmills. And this was definitely the cheapest by far. And like then there's other ones that cost like $50,000 that people actually have in their house. I'm like yeah. Okay.
I mean, I was just watching a video on the amount of people or the amount of money some people spend on like racing simulators or even like flight simulator equipment. Like they're spending the price of like the actual plane to get these simulators.
I mean, I guess I can't say much, but yeah. But yeah, so that's definitely something.
It's also an investment on your health, so
yeah, I'm hoping to do it more. I definitely need to make sure I set it up and do it more, but I definitely want to put it on the channel. So I'm figuring that out. But yes, the one thing that I played, it was like an MMO that was online. I can't remember the name of the game right now. But even just going through that, there's still fine tuning you have to do to make sure everything works well. which I didn't get too far. So it was fun, but I feel like it could be more fun. Like it was like borderline. It's like, do I regret this? But at the same time, I didn't. It was more so user error, so I can't be mad at that. I need to make sure I fine tune everything before I can give my full critique. And I'm definitely going to drop a video about it. Hey, I got this VR treadmill. It was a blah blah blah, this and that. So be on the lookout for that. And if EXO or Tiger don't have any updates that they would like to share, once again, Tiger got engaged. He said it earlier, so I can say it again. So congrats to Tiger. So EXO is practically engaged, but he doesn't know yet. Or are you engaged?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Oh,
Honestly,
Hence the word yet.
yeah. But they've been living the married life for some time. But so that's definitely it's fun. So actually, full disclosure to you guys, I've known these guys for years. And once upon a time when we met, we didn't have girlfriends. So, or we had girlfriends, but it didn't work out. So, growing up gaming, guys, know what happens. So, anyways, I'm gonna stop it right here. Let you guys go about your days or nights. I don't have work, so I can stay on, but I'm not gonna hold them. And that being said, if anybody else got anything, so thank you, Drew. Thank you, Tiger. Thank you, EXO. If you guys have been on, Alex has been here, but he's actually out of town. He would have tried to come on. He would have been on, I'm sure, if it was here. But honestly, I think there's some conversations he missed out on that he was probably looking forward to. I feel like that Star Fox thing would have definitely went another direction if he was on. So I have something to bring back up in the next one.
yeah. Once again, thank you for having me. I thoroughly enjoyed it, as always.
Yeah, no, every time has definitely been a fun time, especially with all of you guys. So thank you guys for coming on. And with that being said, I'll catch everybody next time. Deuces, everybody.
Peace.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, sorry, I'm just not seeing you there. Yeah, I'm only getting on the chats like this. A good time. Yeah, I do it once a month. I try to post it on my channel, so just be on the lookout. All right, and I'll catch you.